location of instantaneous center. So for now, we're going to discuss naman how are we going to use that instantaneous center para naman sa ating velocity analysis. So first method na i-discuss natin in our velocity analysis ay yung ating instantaneous center method. So okay, wait lang, I will just be presenting our presentation. Okay, so for now, we are in chapter 5, velocity analysis methods. So, velocity, so sabi nga natin, by the definition, velocity is defined as the rate of change of displacement of a point with respect to time. So, it is a vector quantity. So, vector quantity meaning it has a uh, magnitude and direction. Okay, so velocity analysis, understanding velocity in machine elements is crucial for the design analysis and optimization of mechanism. So velocity analysis helps engineers to predict the motion of different parts of a machine, ensuring it functions smoothly and efficiently. So this knowledge is essential for determining the speed and direction of the motion of the machine components. It is also used to analyze the performance and efficiency of mechanism, identifying and resolving potential issues such as excessive wear or undesirable motion. Also, designing mechanisms that meet the specific motion requirement. So that those are some of the uh, pinagagamitan ng ating velocity analysis. Bakit siya importante na isolve? Okay, so in velocity analysis, we are using different scales. So since okay, so kasi when we are solving velocity or we are conducting a velocity analysis, we are both using our analytical and graphical method. Kaya naman, in velocity analysis, napaka-importante na meron tayong skills. So, in graphical solution of problems, it is necessary to draw the machine full scale to a smaller scale or to a larger scale. So in velocity analysis, scale refers to the relationship between the actual physical dimension or velocities of a mechanism to the representation in a graphical or diagram, diagrammatic form. Okay, so we have a different symbol for scales. So kapag ka ang nakita natin sa problem is K sub S, meaning that is a space scale. So position lang yung ating mini-measure dyan. Yung length lang. Yung length lang ng ating mga links, length ng ating components ng ating mechanism. Kapag ka naman KV, that is velocity scale, ibig sabihin the scale represents our velocity. And pag K sub A, that is acceleration scale. Okay, so we have some basic formula na ginagamit sa velocity. So ito, magagamit natin ito while solving. So for the angular to equivalent linear, we are using this formula. So velocity is equal to the radius times our our angular velocity. So kindly take note of these formulas kasi gagamitin natin ito mamaya sa problem solving. So I will be going to explain na lang mamaya paano ba natin ginagamit yung mga formula na to, since hindi siya madaling i-absorb kapag yung formula lang yung nakikita natin. Okay, so kindly take note of this formula. We have the velocity, or the tangential velocity, is equals to the radius times our angular velocity. Tapos, if we are given this angular velocity, kapag hahanapin natin pala yung ating angular velocity, so we have the formula 2 pi n. Or ang n natin, this is the speed. Okay, so pakitake note muna ng ating formula. Okay, so yung mga nag-chat pala about sa attendance, mamaya na lang after class. So I will be asking naman again your attendance. Okay, so have you noted our formulas? Okay, so we are going to discuss different methods on solving the velocity or the velocity analysis methods. So we are going to discuss first the instantaneous axis of velocity method, resolution and composition method, centro method, and relative velocity method. So since ang atin namang last lesson is about instantaneous center, unahin na natin yung ating unang method, which is the instantaneous axis of velocity method. Okay, so mas madali nating maintindihan yung ating pagsosolve ng yung ating paggagawa ng velocity analysis kapag meron na tayong problem. So that's why we have here a sample problem. And let's try to solve this one. Okay, so sabi dito, this is a reciprocating engine mechanism. So the crank of the reciprocating engine is rotating at 210 RPM. So we have N is equals to 210 RPM. The length of the crank and the connecting rod is 20 centimeter and 100 centimeter respectively. So we are going at velocity at point A when the crank has turned through the angle of 45 degrees with the horizontal. So for this pala, this is a slider crank mechanism. Pero mali lang yung nilagay kong figure. So let me correct yung ating drawing dito. Okay, so kindly yung take note lang of the problem solving steps para hindi tayo mahirapan kapag binigyan na tayo ng problems. Para alam nyo kung paano siya isosolve. Okay, so first step, we are going to have the illustration for us to visualize ano ba yung ating kailangang kunin na mga values. Okay, so if we have a slider crank mechanism, we have these links. So we have the crank, which is so ito yung ating pinaka-crank, di ba? We have our connecting rod. We have our connecting rod. Tapos we have our yung pinaka-fixed link natin dito. Okay, so this is not the fixed link. This is the link that connects yung ating fixed end ng ating crank dito sa ating slider. So this is a straight line. So magka-level sila. Okay, so to summarize yung ating illustration nitong ating slider crank mechanism, so we have this triangle. Okay, so the yung ating slider is located at this point, di ba? So it moves back and forth. Okay, so pero tanggalin muna natin yan para mas madali. Basta alam natin na nandoon yung ating location. Now, let's say this is point A, kung saan nandoon yung ating crank. Tapos, this is point B. And this is point O. Ngayon, balikan natin yung ating problem. Sabi dito, the length of the crank and the connecting rod is 20 cm and 100 cm. So, itong ating crank is 20 cm at yung ating connecting rod ay 100 cm. Ngayon, may sabi pa dito sa ating problem na we are going to find the velocity at point A. So, itong point A ang ating hahanapin when the crank has turned through an angle of 45 degrees with the horizontal. Ibig sabihin, yung ating crank daw ay merong degrees, may angle na 45 degrees dito. Okay. So, these are the data na makikita natin dun sa ating problem. And also, our crank is rotating at 210 RPM. So, the crank is rotating at 210 RPM. Okay. So, now, kumpletuhin muna natin yung ating mga values para alam natin kung ano yung ating measurements. Okay. So, paano natin mahanap ang measurement ng ating or ang length ng ating this side AO. So, paano natin kukunin yung ating length ng link AO given yung ating mga conditions? Okay, so we have discussed yung ating mga vector analysis, yung ating computation sa trigo. So based dun sa ating mga naging discussion, ano ang mga gagamitin nating methods and formulas para makuha natin yung ating side AO? So do you have any idea? Ano muna ang gagamitin natin? Okay, so hindi ata naintindihan yung ating discussion sa vector analysis, yung ating mga trigo formulas, the sine law, the cosine law. So, walang nakakaalala kung anong ating gagawin.
Cosine law po.
So, pag nag-cosine law tayo, alin yung ating makukuha? Itong ating AO. So, if we are going to use yung ating cosine law, so sabi sa ating cosine law, if we have an angle, so this angle, yung katapat niya na side ay 100. So, we have 100 squared is equals to the sum ng other two sides. So, we have 20 squared plus yung ating missing side. So, that is AO squared minus 2 times 20 times AO times cosine 45. Okay. So with that, what will be our value of AO? So paki-solve nga. Paki-shift solve, pakigamit ng ating calculator. Ano makukuha natin value?
Negative 84.85 po.
Sure ba yun? Parang mali yun. So kapag mag-shift solve tayo, tapos nag-negative, siguro i-ano nyo muna. Nag-shift solve ka ba?
Opo.
Paki-clear muna ng ating calcu.
$113.14 po.
Okay, so I think I hear the correct answer. We have 113.137085, tama?
Yes
So
po.
let's use muna yung ating value, yung exact value natin. So we have 113.137
0.85 po.
0.85. So ang ating unit ay centimeter. Okay, so we now have the value of AO. Tapos, we are going now to analyze yung ating velocity. Kasi ang sabi dito, we are going to find the velocity at point A. So point A, so this is our slider, diba? So our slider, kapag nag-move yung ating crank ng counterclockwise or in that direction, yung ating crank ay going to the left. Okay? So, ito yung ating hahanapin. The velocity of A given these conditions. So, paano ba natin hahanapin yung ating yung ating velocity na iyon? Okay. So, sabi nga natin, ang ating gagamitin muna is the instantaneous center of rotation method or our instantaneous axis of velocity method. Yun pala yun. So, ang given sa atin ay yung ating speed ng crank. Ito, 210 RPM. So, pwede nating makuha itong ating velocity ng B. Tapos, gagawa tayo or kukunin natin yung ating missing na instantaneous center. So, sabi nga natin kahapon, ang instantaneous center is the pin joint when we are talking about our turning pairs. Pero, mayroon pa siyang neither permanent or fixed instantaneous center sa pagdodrawing ng perpendicular line sa ating direction ng velocity. So, if ganito yung ating direction ng velocity B at ganito yung direction ng ating velocity A, so sabi natin kanina, kahapon, yung ating slider ay ganito yung magiging itsura ng perpendicular line. Kasi that is on the horizontal. Tapos we have our sabi naman, so we are going to extend yung ating line OB. So ito yung ating intersection. So let's name this point D. So let's name this point D. With that, mas madali na nating mahahanap yung ating mga missing values. So this is only initial graph ng ating slider crank. So we need to have the exact value ng ating graph para makuha natin ang length ng ating line BD at saka line AD. Okay, so itry natin ngayon sa ating AutoCAD. So kapag kayo na yung gagawa, we have our ruler and protractor para mas madali natin magawa. So para lang din mapakita ko sa inyo kung paano siya gawin, we are going to use AutoCAD. Okay, so yung ating given kanina, we have the crank na meron daw 45 degrees. Naka 45 degrees siya, tapos siya ay 20 centimeter. So when you are using your paper, so you must use scale para mas madali siyang ma-drawing. Tapos, we have find yung ating line connecting ng ating crank at saka ng slider. So, na-solve natin yung line AO to be 113.137.085. Okay, so sabi yung atin daw connecting rod ay 100 cm. Okay, so this is almost correct. May discrepancy lang sa ating decimal point. So ngayon, since ang kinukuha natin ay yung ating instantaneous center, yung length ng ating dalawang ginawa na perpendicular line, so we are going to extend yung ating yung line ng ating crank. 45 degrees. Sorry, mahirap lang pag walang mouse. Tapos, yung ating perpendicular line sa point A or dun sa ating slider. Okay. Tapos, susukatin natin kung gaano siya kahaba. So, kapag graphical method, you're going to use your ruler. Okay. So, according dito sa ating AutoCAD, yung ating length na ito, yung extension ng ating crank ay that is 140.34. So, I will just take note. So, that is 140.3429 centimeter. At yun namang ating isang line ay 113. So that is line AD is 113.6216 centimeter. Okay, so let's go back muna dito sa presentation natin. Okay, so using yung ating graphical method, yung accurate na graphical method natin, using rulers and protractors, yun kasi yun naman nagagamitin natin when we are going to have your design plate. So this side, yung ating BD, will be 140.3429 centimeter at yung AD naman natin is 113.6216 centimeter. Okay, so nakuha naman kung saan nanggaling yung ating mga values. Nakaka-follow ba? So, kindly raise your hand or mag-open lang ng mic if may hindi naintindihan para mas madali, para ma-explain ko din muna before we proceed sa ating next step. So, naintindihan naman yung ginawa natin. Hindi naman need na ulitin. Okay. So, we already have our lengths na kailangan natin. So, we have this AO, this is 113. This is 113.137085 centimeter. Okay, so our next step ay hahanapin na natin yung ating velocity at point B at saka yung ating velocity at point A. So this is our velocity at point B and this is our velocity at point A. So kanina, we have presented yung ating formula para makuha yung ating mga velocity. If we are going to get yung ating velocity at point A, it is equals to our angular velocity. Tama ba? Balikan natin. So this is our angular velocity times the radius. So we have the angular velocity times the radius. So in this case, if we have this velocity at A, ang i-consider natin na angular velocity ay yung ating velocity ng link na AB. Itong velocity nitong link na ito. So this is equals to the angular velocity at AB times the radius. So aling radius ang ating i-consider dito? If we are talking about yung velocity ng point A. So we are going to consider na radius ay yung ating perpendicular line sa ating direction ng velocity. So we are going to use AD as our radius. Okay, so naintindihan itong ating ginawa? Do you have any questions? Naguluhan ba? So, kaya ang ginamit natin is itong link. Kaya ang ginamit natin itong link AB Kasi, nandito yung point A, nandito yung point B. So, sa link AB, nandito yung point A, nandito yung point B. So, pwede nating i-equate yung ating dalawang velocity ng dalawang point na yon. Kasi yung kanilang angular velocity is equals lang. Okay, so let's proceed naman sa ating velocity B. So, the velocity at point B is equals again sa ating angular velocity times our radius. So now, our velocity B is equals to, we are also considering yung ating angular velocity at AB times, so ngayon, ano ang radius na gagamitin natin? Kapag we are solving velocity at B. Again, we are going to use yung ating perpendicular line with our direction of velocity. So dito, ang gagamitin nating side ay yung ating side BD. Okay, so naintindihan yung part na yon? Ay nalito ba? Okay naman. So can we continue? So ngayon, we already have a same variable dun sa ating dalawang equation. We have our angular velocity AB. So we can equate this as the angular velocity AB is equals to VA over AD. Tama? Pwede, di ba? And also, we can equate this as yung ating velocity at B naman as AB is equals to VB over BD. Naka-follow ba? Okay. So ngayon, ito yung ating gagamitin para makuha yung ating velocity at point A. So, given yung ating mga, so with the given na binigay sa atin ng ating problem, so ang pwede nating makuha dito ay yung ating velocity at point B. Bakit? Kasi giniven yung ating velocity ng speed ng ating crank. At kung makikita nyo sa ating crank, naglalay din dun yung ating point B. So, pwede nating mahanap yung ating velocity at B gamit yung ating given sa ating crank. Okay, so wait lang, nagkakaproblema lang yung aking mabagal ata ang internet. Okay? So, since meron tayong given na speed sa ating crank, pwede nating mahanap yung ating velocity at point B. So, paano? So kanina, we have the formula for velocity, which is the angular velocity times our radius. So if we are going to get yung ating velocity at B, so pwede natin gamitin yung ating angular velocity at the crank. So that is angular velocity at OB times our radius. Ang ating radius ay we have OB then. Okay. So paano natin ngayon nahanapin yung ating angular velocity at OB? So kanina binigay din natin yung ating formula. We have the angular velocity at OB is equals to 2 pi n. Kasi given naman yung n natin sa ating crank which is 210 RPM. So this will be 2 pi times 210 revolution per minute. So gawin natin per seconds. So it will be 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds para makancel. Okay, so what will be the value of our angular velocity? Okay, compute. So ano mo solve? We have 21.99. Okay, so parang pare-pareho naman. So ano compute nyo ay 21.99114.858. So this is rad per seconds. So ngayon, makukuha na natin yung ating velocity at point B, which is 21.99114.858 rad per seconds times our the measurement of our link OB. So that is 20 centimeter. So 20 centimeter, i-convert na natin sa meter para naka-meter per second yung ating unit. So in 1 meter, we have 100 centimeters. Cancel, cancel. So what will be the value of our velocity at point P? So thank you. Para-paraho naman kayo ng nakuha. We have 4.398229715. So this is meter per second. So meron na tayo ngayong velocity at point B. So balikan natin yung ating nakuhang relationship kanina. So we have this equation 1 and equation 2. And since pareho naman silang angular velocity at point A, pwede nating i-equate yung ating dalawang side. So we will have VA over AD is equals to VB over BD. Okay, so we already have the value of VB. At bilang yun? That's BD. Wait lang. Wait lang, di lang nagana ang pen. Okay, so this is PD. Tapos, we already got the value for VB. Meron din tayong value ng AD at BD. So, makukuha na natin ngayon yung ating VA. So, VA is equals to VB times AD over BD. Ang ating VB ay 4.39822 meter per seconds times our AD. Ano ang ating value ng AD? We have this 113.6216. So this is 6216 naka-centimeter siya. So, i-convert pa natin siya sa meters. So, dito, 1 meter ay 100 centimeter. All over our BD. Pwede pa lang din natin i-convert kasi makakancel lang naman yun. Tapos, we have our BD, which is 140.3429. Ito lang yung value. (140.3429 centimeters. So, makikita naman natin, makakancel naman yung centimeter. Tapos, matitira lang yung meter per second. So, what will be the value of our velocity at point A? So, paki-calculate. Hello class, anong value natin ng velocity at point A? Okay, how about the others? Nakuha ba? We have 3.5608, 3.5608, 06, 406. So, the value is meter per second. Okay. So, ang hinahanap natin ay yung ating velocity at point A at nakuha na natin siya dito. Okay. So, are we clear ba with the procedure kung paano siya nakuha? So, balikan lang ulit natin. Una, we illustrate yung ating given. So, dinrawing natin with the corresponding values. Tapos, kinuha natin yung side na ito para magkaroon tayo ng exact na drawing. So, ang ating next step, we are going to use graphical method para makuha naman natin yung length ng ating makuha natin yung lines na ito. We have the BD at saka yung ating AD. So, using your measuring equipment like ruler, susukatin nyo yun, yung nabuong lines. So, ito yung ating makukuhang value. So, this is more exact kasi gumamit tayo ng AutoCAD. Pero kapag ka-ruler, since alam ko naman na hindi naman siya madaling i-estimate, okay lang yon. So, ang ano lang, imposible naman siguro na almost the same kayo lahat ng makukuhang value diyang magkakaklase kasi we are going to use graphical method. Depende yan sa inyong drawing kung ano yung makukuha ninyong values. Siguro, it may be close to each other pero if same naman, baka naman nagayanan na. Okay, so that is the next steps. The next step, kunin natin yung ating length ng AB ng ating dalawang line na ito. Tapos, we equate yung ating velocity at point A at velocity at point B. Tapos, ang gagamitin natin na angular velocity ay kung saan sila ang gagamitin natin is kung ano yung line na pareho silang doon. So in this case, since we are solving for point B and point A, ang gagamitin natin ay yung ating angular velocity at AB. Tapos, i-equate lang natin sila. Tapos, we are going to solve for our velocity at point B kasi makukuha natin siya kasi giniven sa atin yung 210 RPM. So, kinuha natin yung ating velocity at point B with the formula angular velocity times R. So, that is angular velocity at OB times our crank or the link OB. Tapos, nakuha natin yung ating velocity at point A. Tapos, gamitin natin yung ating equation na nabuo kanina para makuha yung ating velocity at point A. Okay, so naka-follow naman kung paano siya sinolve. Last, naintindihan? So, if hindi naintindihan, saang part yung hindi naintindihan so that we can explain. Okay, sige. So, I will give you muna 10 minutes break before we proceed sa ating next problem. So, let's go back at 4:10. Okay, so for now, let's try naman kapag meron tayong 4-bar linkage. So 4-bar linkage with a fixed point ulit, fixed link ulit. So sabi dito, okay, hindi ko lang isama yung figures but I will be showing to you naman the figures. Okay, so sabi dito, figure shows a pin-jointed 4-bar linkage having the following dimensions. So, binigay sa atin yung ating mga dimensions dito. Tapos, we are given yung ating angle BAD. Tapos, ang link, the speed of rotation ng ating link AB. Okay, so again, the first step is we are going to visualize or we are going to illustrate yung ating yung sinasabi sa ating problem. Okay. So sabi dito, we have a 4-bar linkage having the following dimensions. So ang ating fixed link daw ay AB with 4 meter na measurement. So ito. We have the fixed link here. Tapos, that is for... Okay, so mamaya natin ilagay. Tapos, we have our driver link. So, mag-assume muna tayo ng ating figure. So, this is our initial four-bar linkage. Tapos, sabi dyan, our fixed link AD. So, this is AD. Let's see. This is 4 meters. Tapos, the driving link AB. So, that is the crank. AB is 1.5 meter. Tapos, the driven link CD ay 2.5 meters. CD, that is 2.5 meter. Tapos, yung ating daw connecting link BC is 3 meters. 3 meters. Tapos, we are given angle BAD, which is 60 degrees. Okay. So now, para mas madali nating mai-graph yung ating given four-bar linkage, we are going to get yung ating transmitting link, transmitting angle, transmission angle, at saka yung ating output angle. So, ilang beses na tayo nakapag-solve ng ganito. So, kindly solve what will be our value of the transmission angle and the output angle. So, I will give you 5 minutes to answer. Tapos, sige, maglagay na lang ako ng pagpapasahan nyo sa Google Classroom para alam ko that everybody is trying. Okay, so please solve for the transmission angle and the output angle. So I will give you, sige, mga 10 minutes na pala to solve. Okay, so may nakakuha na ba ng ating transmission angle or our angle C at yung ating output angle D? So, sino nakakuha ng sagot? Kindly chat na lang muna dito sa ating chat box. So, what is the value for our angle C at yung ating output angle D? Wala bang nakakuha? Last? Okay, so again, ilang beses na naman natin na-discuss kung paano kukunin yung ating transmission angle at yung ating output angle. Okay, so first, we are going to have yung ating diagonal dito, di ba? Tapos, paano natin makukuha ang kanyang length? What are we going to use? Anong law?
Cosine. Cosine law po.
So, we are going to use cosine law. So, using cosine law, we have BD squared is equals to 1.5 squared plus 4 squared minus 2 times 1.5 times 4 cosine 60 degrees. Okay, so what will be the value of our BD?
$3.5 po.
So this is 3.5 meters. Okay, so next step, makukuha na natin yung ating transmission angle. So if you have 3.5 here, tapos given yung dalawang side, anong law ang ating gagamitin?
Cosine law.
We are going to use yung ating cosine law. So using cosine law, we have 3.5 squared is equals to 3 squared. So if you have this angle, yung ang gagamitin natin na nandito sa side na ito is yung katapat niya. So that is 3.5. 3.5 squared is equals to 3 squared plus 2.5 squared minus 2 times 3 times 2.5 cosine C. So, since we are solving for angle C. So, para makuha natin yung angle C, we have, isa-shortcut ko na lang since na-discuss na naman natin to. So, kindly go back with our previous lessons. We have our cosine of 3 squared plus 2.5 squared, 2.5 squared minus 3.5 squared over 2 times 3 times 2.5. So what will be the value of our angle C? I compute what will be the value of our angle C. So we have 78.46. Wait lang, nasan yon? 76.46 304 0897 degrees. Okay, so
So
meron na
parang
tayo.
mali yata po ang naisan ko. Nagawa ko pong negative yung nasa ilalim.
Ano yun? May mali ba dito sa ating ginawa?
Mali po ay, hindi po, wait lang po. Parang mali yata po yung nasan kong sagot na 78. Nagawa ko pong negative yung nasa ilalim po nung ano, yung 2 times 3 times 2.5.
Okay.
I-recompute lang po.
So tama naman to atin, ano?
Ay, tama po yun, sir.
Okay. Okay, so meron na tayo ng angle C. Now we're going to solve dito sa output angle naman natin. So, paano natin gagawin? So, solve muna natin yung angle na to. So, ano gagamitin natin para ma-solve yung angle na yun? We have
Sine law po.
sine law. Okay. So, sine C. So, hindi ko na susulat yung ating value ng C. Over 3.5 is equals to sine D over, so we are talking about this angle, ha? So, let's just put it as theta para hindi nakakalito. Theta over 3 meters. Okay, so what will be the value of our theta? Ang value ng sin natin ay ito. Okay, so pareho naman yung nag-send dito sa ating chat box. So we have 57.121,650.44 degrees. Okay, so paki-recheck na lang kay Manim Team, ba't naging 67 yon? Okay, so next we are going to solve for this naman, this angle naman. So let's just name it as beta. Okay, so paano natin kukunin to angle na to? Anong law ang gagamitin?
Sine law.
Okay, pwedeng sine law na lang din. So if you are going to use sine law, that is sine 60 degrees. Ang katapat na is 3.5. So 3.5 is equals to our sine beta over 1.5. So what will be the value of our beta? Okay, so may nag-send na ng sagot. I think tawa naman to. We have 21.7867893 degrees. Ngayon, paano natin kukunin yung ating output angle? Paano natin kukunin yung ating output angle?
Ima-minus po ba sa 180 yung total ng angle po?
Okay, so thank you. We have 180 degrees minus yung ating value ng theta minus yung value ng ating beta. So what will be the value of our output angle? Okay, so thank you dun sa consistent na nagsasad ng sagot. So our output angle will be 101.091560 degrees. Okay. So ngayon, we are going to have the graphical method naman para again, makuha natin yung na exact value is exact illustration ng ating uh, 4-bar linkage. Okay, so let me share again yung ating AutoCAD. Okay, so dinodrawing ko lang dito yung ating nakuha na values kanina. So again, we have the crank na we have 60 degrees na angle. Tapos yung ating output angle naman, that is 101. Tapos ang kanyang length ay 2.5. Tapos ito, we have 3 meter. So ang next step natin, kukunin natin ulit yung ating instantaneous center. So with that, i-extend natin yung ating dalawang link dito. So ito, extend lang natin. Tapos ito, extend din natin yung ating link number 4. Okay, then we are going to get yung kanyang dimension. Okay, so I will just take note muna yung ating measurement na nakuha. So we have CO is equals to
Hindi ko may info yung ano.
Okay. So let's go back dun sa ating presentation. Okay. So ang ginawa natin kanina, we have the extension. So burahin muna natin to. Okay. So, in-extend natin itong ating link AB at yung ating link CD. And we have this point. Tapos, using our graphical method kanina, we have discovered na ang length, so let's just say this is 0.0. So, our CO, our link, yung length na ating CO ngayon, that is 2.7843 meters. Tapos yung ating VO ay 4.4968 meters. Okay. So ngayon, we are going to proceed na with our velocity analysis. So, focus muna tayo dito sa ating figure na ito. Okay, so if according sa ating problem, may isa pa diyang nakalagay na our link AB rotates at 25 RPM. So this link AB has the speed of 25 RPM. Okay. So with that, we can get yung ating velocity at point B. So this is our velocity at point B. So ang hinahanap natin dito is our angular velocity at CD. So CD, itong side na ito. Itong link na ito. At saka sa BC, so itong link na ito. Okay, so paano ba natin yan hahanapin? So, buburahin ko na tong part na to. So, have you taken the screenshot naman? At saka, guess nyo na naman tong ating solution dito. Okay, so let's have so makukuha natin ngayon yung value ng ating VB since makukuha natin yung angular velocity at AB. So we have wait lang. So we have velocity at P. So using yung ating formula, we have the angular velocity at AB times our radius. So ang ating radius dito is our crank or AB. So let's just simplify yung ating formula na angular velocity at AB times our length of AB. Okay, so first we are going to solve yung ating angular velocity AB. So we have angular velocity AB is equals to 2 pi n, which is equals to 2 pi times our n is 25 revolution per minute. Tapos, gawin na lang natin siyang in seconds, kaya magiging 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds. Cancel yung ating minutes. So, what will be the value of our angular velocity AB? So, paki-compute anong value ng ating angular velocity AB. So we have 2.617993878. This is rad per seconds. Okay, so masosolve na natin yung ating value ng velocity at point B, which is 2.617993878 rad per second times our length of AB, which is 1.5 meters. So what will be the value of our velocity at B? We have 3.926990.817 meter per seconds. Okay, ngayon, meron na tayong velocity at point B. So, kung makikita naman natin, this point is still perpendicular dito sa ating line OB. Diba? So, meaning, we can have another value. Makukuha natin yung ating, pwede natin makuha yung ating angular velocity at BC. Dito sa side na ito. Okay. So, velocity at B is equal also sa ating angular velocity at BC since this point is at this link. So, the angular velocity of BC times yung line na perpendicular sa direction ng ating velocity, which is line or we have the length of BO na link. Okay. So, we have VB na value, kaya makukuha na natin yung ating angular velocity at BC, which is equals to VB over BO. So, ang VB natin is 3.926990817 meter per seconds over yung ating BO na value ay 4.4968 meter. So, what will be the value of our angular velocity BC? We have 0.873285 6291 rad per second. Okay, so nakuha na natin yung ating angular velocity at link BC. So that is already our answer. So nakuha kung paano natin paano tayo nag-came up sa ating value na ito. So you just need to study yung ating mga procedure na ginawa. Okay ba? Wala bang tanong so far? Okay. So I'm assuming na nagagas nyo lahat, ha? Okay. So another one na hinahanap pa sa atin is the angular velocity at CD. So CD is this side, di ba? Okay. So paano naman natin yan kukunin? So since meron tayong angular velocity VC at yung ating C lies with this link, so we can also say that our velocity at C is equals to our angular velocity at BC times our yung perpendicular line natin sa ating okay, so kung ito ay mag-rotate dito, this will be in this direction, di ba? So, this is velocity C. So, ang velocity C natin ay perpendicular sa line na ito. So, we have angular velocity BC times the value of our OC. Okay. So, we already have the value of the angular velocity of BC. Saka, nakuha natin using graphical method yung ating value ng OC. Kaya naman, makukuha na natin yung ating velocity at C. So, we have 0.8732856 291 rad per seconds times our value ng OC na nakuha kanina using graphical method ay 2.7843 meters. So what will be the value of our velocity at C? So ito ba yun? We have 2.43148. Okay, so pare-pareho naman yung sinesend yung sagot. So 431489177 meter per second. Okay, so since meron na tayo nito, velocity at c, pwede na natin kunin ngayon itong ating angular velocity CD, which is our missing value. Okay, so velocity at c, using the formula, we can also use, since this line is also perpendicular dito sa ating CD, so we have the angular velocity at CD times our length ng CD. So this is using this equation, we can have the angular velocity CD is equals to VC over CD. Ang value natin ng VC is 2.431489,177 meter per second. Tapos, ang length ng ating CD ay 2.5 meters. Okay, so what will be the value of our angular velocity at CD? So we have 0.97259,56709 rad per seconds. Okay, so with that, nakuha na natin yung missing value natin, which is the angular velocity at BC and the angular velocity at CD. Okay, so nakuha ba yung ating velocity analysis using the instantaneous motion method? Instantaneous axis of velocity method. Okay, so I think medyo mahirap nga siyang i-absorb, but if you get kung paano yung sunod-sunod at yung concept kung paano siya kukunin, you just need to review it para ma-master nyo kung paano siya gawin. So hindi nyo naman din talaga matatandaan yan just after this class. So you need to practice. So I hope you take a screenshot ng mga na-solve natin para after this class you can practice that, and also for the preparation for your examinations and design plate. Okay, so do you have any question with our lesson? Naintindihan naman? So I'm not expecting naman na fully ay nagets nyo. Okay, so ang next class na natin is next week. Bale, we have Monday, and that is face-to-face. So again, that is scheduled para sa ating design plate number 2 naman. So our design plate number 2 will be velocity analysis using our instantaneous center of rotation method. Okay, so A3 ulit yung gagamitin natin. So class rep, pakikuha na lang din kung ilan yung kukunin ulit na A3 ng bawat isa. Okay, so yun namang mga natira nyo na A3 last time, kasi I think medyo madami din yung kinuha ng iba. You can use that as long as okay pa naman, hindi siya gusot. Okay, so paki-send na lang ulit sa akin. Sino nga dito? Si Hoson, Si Miguel. So paki-summarize na lang ulit nung count kung ilan yung order na A3 para din ma-finalize ko na yung ating orders Kasi ordering ko pa naman din yan. Okay, so for that design plate naman, you are going to have siguro random na lang kung ano mapatapat sa inyo. It can be a slider crank mechanism or a 4-bar linkage mechanism. Okay, so ano yun, Miguel?
Sir, nung nakaraang design plate 1 po, ay meron pong tatlong absent nun. Yung yung A3 po nila ay binalik ko na lang po muna kasama nung ipinasa pong mga natapos na design plate noon.
Okay, sige. So nandito pa naman yung mga extra Hindi ko pa naman siya naaalis. So yung palang mga absent, nandito ba? Yung absent. Okay, so since next week ay meron na tayong panibagong design plate. So kindly approach me this week kung pwede para din maibigay ko sa inyo yung inyong A3 at para magawa niyo na din yung ating design plate number 1. Para next week on our face-to-face, ang gagawin niyo na lang is yung ating design plate number 2. Okay. So ikaw yung sumabay sa ibang section, si Andre. Okay. So yung iba make time para magawa niyo yung inyong design plate number 1. So just approach me or mag-chat kayo sa GC para aware ako kung anong oras kayo o anong araw kayo pupunta dito sa faculty. Okay, so do you have any other concerns? Si Dungo. Mike
Good
Angelo.
afternoon po. Sorry po late pero present po ako.
Okay, sige. So let's just check ulit yung ating attendance kanina. 07. So ito yung mga wala kanina. De Guzman, nandito na ba?
Present po, sir.
Okay. Liave. Liave, wala pa din. Tenorio.
Sir, present po.
Okay. Marikina.
Present po, sir.
Pasakian.
Present po, sir.
Villanueva.
Present po.
Katapang. Katapang, wala pa din. Ilaw.
Present po, sir.
Tungo. Okay, present.
Present po.
Landicho.
Present po, sir.
Valencia.
Present po, sir.
Valin.
Sir, present po.
Wantangko. Okay, okay. Okay pala yung kay Wantangko. Okay, so meron pa bang concern?
Ay, what happened? Bakit baha?
Wala na? Okay, sige. Just use our remaining time kung gusto nyo to review yung ating naging lesson for today or kaya do our design project. Okay, if you don't have any other concern, pwede na kayong mag-leave dito sa meeting.
Thank you.